You are one of my treasures. Welcome to what I like to call Area 5T1, where we do discuss the 5Ts on my channel. We talk about transition, we talk triathlon, we talk trends, we talk some teaching slash tips, and we talk trucks. Um, I am just typing in here onto my keyboard so I can watch my channel on my computer to be able to see your comments a little better as you come in. So please do hit a like and subscribe to the channel. If you are inclined to do so, please drop a super thanks, super chat. All super chats will be read. And I will say all comments, please do be respectful. Hello and welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. So this week, actually tomorrow, we'll start to find out. Oh, how you doing, Lily? We may be starting on a move to a different city. I might end up moving to San Diego, California. That is where I grew up. Jobs did come available recently in California with the Department of Veterans Affairs. I had just traveled there. I grew up out there. I have family out there, and it seems right now some situations have come about that it looks like it was meant for me to decide or really think about going out there. It'll be some time. It'll probably at least, I do my first interview tomorrow. Well, to get a job with the place I work at, you do have to go on usajobs.gov and then look for a place, look for one there. It's not just like one I can just say, yeah, go get it. Also, good morning, mister. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Like I said, I say on every stream, if you do drop a super thanks, super sticker, super chat, or anything, please know that 20% will go to charity. Thank you, Danny Z. If you do drop a super chat, your comments will be read. Why is that, HP? Hello, Kai's the best. Why is she not acting normal? I cannot play play a song. I am trying to read everybody's comments. We're just got a big load of people coming in here. Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. As always, you are a treasure here. Barbally, welcome. It does have a membership to the channel. I know there will be a lot of trolls. Hopefully some of my mods will jump in here soon. Well, thank you, Nuns. Let me get some light right here. Hello, welcome to the stream. Welcome, Dr. Pepper. Feel free to drop a like and subscribe. Yadira, you made it. Thank you. I will be pinning Cash App if you guys want to donate to the channel that way. If what happens with any of the money that goes to this channel, it will go to charities. First one, I do donate stuff to the public. To the homeless, actually. That's 10%. I get beanies and gloves. And then the 5% will go to the rescue for I got my dog. And then 5% to Transgender Resource Center of Oh, you don't have to, Dr. Pepper. I just put it there. I know I have someone suggested it. And for those of you, people are doubtful. Last year I did hand out, I think, 70 pairs of a beanie and pairs of gloves to the homeless during the winter. So that is what 10% of that goes to. So I have another 15 sets that were left over there. So, we will use those for next year. I'm going to make 100 care packets where it'll be a beanie, mylar lined rain jacket, and socks and the pair of gloves. You can. I will do so. You can do super chat or you can do through Cash App, whatever you want. I really prefer. Well, then if you're gonna go that, I would prefer you go through. My pronouns are she, her, hers. Well, Tegan, then I'm not taking you seriously if you're just gonna, you know, other people will at least throw in the 99, and I will see it as a super sticker. I won't know in Cash App till I look at them, but I will look at them. I will see them right away as a super sticker. Welcome, Trinity. Welcome, Kaz. I started at age 52. No, I haven't seen Sleepaway Camp movies. Please do drop a like and subscribe, everyone. Know that I do have a moderator in here. I'm sorry, Tegan, I can just say your name right now. Welcome, Tegan. Where did you send it to? Did you send it to Cash App or obviously it's not a super chat. Um, so I'd have to check my app when after the channel. Thank you if you have. Um, I've already got several moderators. I know one of them is in here, and my moderators know what rules we follow. So like one of the things we ask here, I do have lots of subscribers that have religious trauma, so I ask that the religious talk is kept down. Thank you, Bunny. Justin, thank you. It's the favorite lipstick I've found so far. I'm gonna have to look it up again and go get some more. What do you mean, do I have emotion? I am looking up. Thank you. We've already hit 10 likes. Our next goal is we're going to try to go 5 at a time. We're going to try to make it to 15. And, you know, feel free to drop a super sticker, super chat. Bunnylicious, thank you once again. Thank you, Jessica. You know, I'm gonna take this pin down, and we can just do things through supers. No, AC, that's not a question to ask on my channel. Actually, Paige, it is. As I've been transitioning, okay, so Brandon Halton has sent a $1.99 super chat that states, Jesus loves you, brother. First of all, I am a she, her, hers. Second of all, I do appreciate the donation. That's a start for tonight. And like I said, 20% does go to charity. So, you know, as I get money, you know, in, 10% will go to covering up the homeless during the winters. I'll start buying the stuff now. What do I believe? I'm an atheist. AC, if there are only two, why did it change in the past year? Oh, okay. So Brandon Hilton says, all love. What charities? I do go, and what I do is I purchase items to give out to the homeless. So the homeless get warmed up and wrapped up, and they will be in Mylar lined jackets with a beanie, gloves, and socks. I will order those out of my own pocket, well, or from what I make here, that's 10%. And the other 10% goes, or 5% goes to where I rescued my dog from. It is a nonprofit. And then the other 10% goes to Transgender Resource Center of New Mexico. So three, homeless will benefit. People are, you know, the Transgender Resource Center will benefit, and the rescue where I got my dog from benefits. I'm doing well. How are you? Thank you, Barbara. Good night, Jessica. Thank you for joining us here. Everyone, please do hit a like and subscribe to the channel. Let's try to hit 1,700 subscribers by the end of the weekend. We are at 1661 right now. My parents didn't do anything. Well, on my channel, one, I like to converse with the people that come on here. I try not to, spread any hate. Uh, I can, be critical in what people ask me. I will give a straight answer, but our main topics are mainly wanting to talk about transition, as many of us are transgender or a part of the LGBTQIA plus community. So we try to, just talk about um, any of those topics, uh, um, you know, and um, then we talk about triathlon, as I like to do triathlon. Thank you, Artificial. Well, then I'll just get them some type of raincoat because it does snow here in Albuquerque during the winter months. So I wanted the inside to be lined with mylar, and I had found something like that. Uh, because blankets, people will fight over blankets, but blankets I can get donated if I wanted to. If you're straight, you're allowed in here as long as comments are kept respectful. Okay, so please, I've already gotten $2.99 super chats tonight. Those were wonderful to get. Take, um, hello, Silas. It means intersex. Intersex is a person both born with both male and female genitalia, and asexual is a person that does not identify or does not like either gender. They just don't like men or women. My mods know that anything that is disrespectful towards anybody in the chat, or if it gets too religious, due to some of my subscribers who have religious trauma, to delete it. Actually, Tom Cheese, I'm not. I even work for the federal government, so I have a big old background investigation that was done. No, I don't play specific. There's only certain songs I play. Hello, B. Smith. Welcome to the stream. I won't play any music that's might get me a copyright strike. So I don't have a basement, Gray. Thank you very much, Darius. Actually, I think I did pretty good on it today myself. Okay, Frederick, if that's what you wanted to do and tell us. What basement? That's the worst part. Oh, the dog's back there. Um, so Jesus was a monarch? Yeah, I'm into alien stuff. I'm big into Star Wars and alien stuff. I live out in New Mexico right now. There might be a move coming to California soon. Depending, tomorrow I do have an interview with the same agency I work for, but out in New Mexico, out in California. Yeah, and that's the thing is I will keep talking and address some of these, even these bad comments, even if they super chat them, I will read them and reply to them. You know, because I want to show them some, because I want to show respect to anyone. Yeah, Barbara, and it happens this right now at night. Unfortunately, were you one of the ones to get a gift membership from Kathy? If so, just know I will be doing a get ready with me on Saturday evening for all the ones with memberships. George, we are just streaming. We can talk about anything. You can throw out, be respectful. We talk about the 5Ts on this channel. Welcome. Um, we talk about transition. We talk triathlon. We talk trends. We talk about certain teachings and tips. Um, and we talk trucks. Okay. I, I saw it, but I don't really follow much about religions. Okay, it's Ellie, the person who asked about the Star Wars makeup, what you use for it. I basically used my foundation. My regular foundation was the Maybelline 120. Then I just used the eyeliner to do like the Darth Maul type of tattoo on the face. I Let me think a little bit. Why don't we say 6 p.m. on Saturday? Should I drop it as a video or try to do a live stream? Are you, Ellie? You have your own channel. I'll see. I'll subscribe. We just try not to have as much religious talk here because I am an atheist. Hello, Heidi. I have an apartment. Hello, Sam. Welcome to the stream. General Azimuthmo. Okay, Sam, that's cool. Many of us here are trans. Yes, you can talk about trans. That's one of our main topic is being trans. I'm a 54-year-old trans woman, Sam. Kaylee, that's Kale. That's a played out term. I don't need a mental asylum. I can try some. I have something that's nude. Well, that's kind of funny. Most of the time I get told I look younger, so Big Tasty, you need to stop that. Thank you very much. That's okay if people are mean. I can take it. Joel, not necessary. Oh, really? MGW or WGW? I've never had that joke before. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Please do hit a like, subscribe if you feel like you'd like to. Please do drop a super chat. I do read super chats aloud. Um, and now, Canadian, that is something I will not do. Eh, welcome, gamer. Yeah, if you do drop a super chat, I will read it on the channel. I will also give my opinion on it if it is um, negative. But and then 20% does go to charity. You got to remember that. Yeah, and I'll tell you, I've been in two Christian religions, and now I just don't believe in anything. You know, that was his choice to do that, Summer, if that's what you believe in. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do drop a like and subscribe. Hello, Susan. Thank you very much. I knew I wanted to do a tank top tonight. I almost did a camouflage one, but I'll do camouflage tomorrow. I was just kind of trying something. I wanted to just do black tank top tonight and just have these black little loops, so I did the silver earrings. So I am a nurse, Justin. I am actually a nurse for the Department of Veterans Affairs here in the U.S. So I take care of veterans. Welcome, Deja. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here, girl. As always, Deja dropped a super chat or a super sticker. Good night, Sam. If I was gonna go to McDonald's, which I hardly ever do anymore, I would say I would get chicken McNuggets, but if I'm gonna go get a burger, I'd rather wait and go to an In-N-Out burger than a McDonald's. In-N-Out's cheaper and you get a better burger. And it's easier to thank you, Tro. Or Toe? Tro. Um, oh wow, we're already at 27 likes and we're not even at 30 minutes. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, your deer has been on it today. Yes, I do have a car, Justin. I have a 2008 Nissan Xterra. It is four-wheel drive. It does have a a manual transmission. Hola Jaime, ¿cómo estás? Um, and I'm trying to check it out. There's actually, if you check out my channel, there is a playlist where I've been doing a few things. Yeah, I'm gonna do a resto mod to it, so I'm trying to restore it at the same time I'm doing, hey Former, what's up? I'm trying to modify it too, so I want to make it into a nice overland vehicle. I do have the roof basket to put on it. I have traction boards. I have a bunch of other stuff for it. Thank you, Justin. Yeah, so I do, like I said, I have a channel where right now, one thing I still have, and I started it with on last summer, I still have the sensor that I need to change, and I didn't have the right tools to do it, is my camshaft position sensor, uh, bank one or bank A, whatever you want to call it. And I now bought a nice mechanics tool set so I can do that. So hopefully it starts getting, we got this Arctic freeze coming through Albuquerque, so it's been cold. Does it, what do you, okay, does it better, you know, I don't try, the thing is I have people here that have had trauma from, religious experience, so not myself. I've actually been a member of a high demand religion, a very high demand one. So I'm trying to make sure um, that there's no trauma to. Welcome, ready? No, I was not Scientology. Actually, I was a member of the the richest church in the world. It's called the Mormon Church. I don't have any trauma. What trauma would I have? Oh, Justin, that's what my channel is about. I'll ignore the hate. I mean, I will respond to it, but I'm not going to give them what they want. You know? They, yeah, Yadira does a fantastic job with moderation. Yeah, everywhere like here, I've had them knock on my door a couple of times, but uh, you know, I've actually um, resigned from the church. I actually follow what we call the Church of Korihor now, which is an atheist agnostic church. I started transitioning about I would say about 16 months now I'm in. It does have a very shady background, I will say that, vegan. Juan, I'm doing well. My pronouns are she, her, hers. Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. We are at 30 likes. Why don't we go for let's aim for that 20 or 20 more, and uh let's make it 250 likes. Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. Basically we just talk about random topics. I did a sermon on there. It's here on YouTube. and basically I talked about arrows and their symbolism. Like we don't have any scripture. I try to stream at least Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and on Tuesdays. Raw Reviews, it's actually registered as a church in the most Mormon state of Utah. So they actually gave us the 501c3 or 501c profit for a nonprofit. So it is considered a church according to the laws of the United States. Hello, welcome everyone. Welcome Nell, welcome. Oh, that's my dog right up back there. Seriously, what? Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. We're doing fantastic tonight. We are already at 35 likes. We're trying to go to 15. Yeah, I was raised uh, practicing Catholicism and then converted to Mormonism. Then I decided I was an atheist. Um, Seems like everybody, well, Carter, as you can, I just stated, I am an atheist, so I don't follow organized religion. The Pope's the Pope. You know, whoever Mark is, I don't know. Santa's not real. Santa's a myth just like God. That's my opinion, though. You know, that's why I'm an atheist. I think one thing I will say in all that, though, is when I went to California just about 2 weeks ago, it was so, um, it was predicted that either one of two Filipino popes would be chosen, and we got the American one chosen. I think there's odd moves in that. That's the only thing I really have to say about that. I do have a channel, a playlist on my channel about like conspiracy theories slash urban myths. I just did one on um, recently. I traveled through the Denver airport and I did one on the Denver airport. I was trying to take pictures of a lot of the little things that you can find at the Denver airport, but I didn't see much of anything. Funny, Lulu. People don't think I pick up on things right away. You know, some of these jokes are so repetitive that you can pick up on them right when people put them into the chat. You know, the Transformer ones, that Tree Grow one. Okay, my channel is about transition, as I'm a 54-year-old transgender woman, triathlon that I like to participate in. Uh, Also, I talk about trends, like the different clothing I like to wear, and I also talk about training or teaching slash tips and trucks. Well said, Justin. People come in here to spread hate, and that's or MO, and that's all they know what to do with their lives. Okay, Freckled, I will tell you where the first thing to do is uh, find yourself a therapist, and talk to them, and they're gonna, you have to tell them what you feel, um, you know, what you feel, so they can start analysis and basically figure out whether you have gender dysphoria or not, because that's what's going to get you on hormone replacement therapy. Yes, trucks. I like to talk about, as I like to work on my Nissan Xterra. Well, first of all, you've got that wrong, because trans men are a female to male. Now, if you're saying male to female in women's sports, then I don't think so. Now, if you're talking a trans man, I think what we're just gonna have to do, is completely make two new categories. The Bob Lazar story, it actually sounded pretty true from what uh, some of the documentaries that I saw. So that's the way I think of it. So hello everyone, welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit a like and subscribe. Yes, that is Elf right up here, Elf on the Shelf. That's what I call him. Now, the whole Transformers bit is people just throwing out a term. I like to be realistic about things. I have a friend, she's trans, she used to power lift as man, and she can still lift quite a bit. And she said she feels it's still an unfair advantage. So the whole Diddy thing, um, I don't talk about that, because I haven't even watched a whole segment on the news about it. My family's perfectly backs me up. The Pope, I like I've said many times, I'm an atheist. I don't follow any religion, so this whole Pope thing, there's nothing really to be said from me. Thank you. Thank you, Undefeated. Exactly. People are going to find loopholes. Like, what do you do with? I'm a transgender woman. There's always the athletes that do steroids. So you're always going to have those people out there. Thank you, Sundance. Welcome to the stream. Please do hit a like and subscribe to the channel. Undefeated, how can you be trans? The first thing is you do need to go to a therapist and speak with them. Next, then they will tell you when you have a diagnosis of gender dysphoria and when it would be best for you to transition if you do so. It's okay. I'll repeat myself, but it's not a disorder. No, yes, I am a fan of Area 51. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream. Honest, if that's your opinion. Okay, Freckle Jane, feel free to hit a like, subscribe. Also, there is a membership on for um, to the channel where I will be doing exclusive like get ready with me videos to show how I do my makeup. So that's like a subscription type thing. You can try like a month at a time. It is on the front of the website or the channel. If you want to do so, I will, do special get ready with me sessions. Freckled, in time, usually the people I let mod, uh, it takes me a while to actually let them do it. So it's just for me to gain trust in people. Happy Thursday, Cincinnati Drew. Thank you for the $4.99 super chat there. Guys, we're doing fantastic. Hello, Ashley. Welcome to the stream. It's Friday. It is actually my Friday, though. At my work, I'm off Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So well, this is Area 5T1, not Area 51. Yeah, I work 4 10-hour shifts a week. So, yeah, he's right there. I have a 70-pound Dalmatian mix. I do have one 24-year-old daughter, and I have a stepson also. Well, it's not like he can speak to me, so. Justin, I am. Do you mean like keep my head up, looking straight at the screen? What I do is I read straight off of my computer monitor, and I'm filming off my phone right in front of me, up on a little stand. Um, I was never a Pokemon person. Um, well, seeing that my daughter grew up with me as dad, she still calls me dad. Okay, I gotcha, Justin. You guys, I am 54. If anything I grew up on was Star Wars, I'm a big Star Wars junkie. I'm into space things, as you can tell. I'm not a Trekkie though. Now, Holmes, that doesn't matter whether she approves or not. I'm working on the surgery to, uh, you know, get an inversion, you could say. My favorite Star Wars character would have to be Han Solo. Best anti-hero of all time. You know, the guy just came out and did everything. Justin, thank you for the 199 super chat. It's greatly appreciated. Um, we're already at $11.95 in donations, guys. Just know, uh, just with that right there, there's at least, um, let's see, just over close to $3 that's going to charity. But if you guys think, oh, that's nothing, this month it'll be about $20 just from what I've gotten in super chats, and then we've only done half a month. Next month it'll be like a total of close to 50. But that's the thing. Han Solo was supposed to be like moody, kind of just this scoundrel. That's the whole thing. Han Solo was supposed to be a mercenary, basically. Uh, Do you mean the British broadcasting? Exactly. And that's what you think, Tony. That's fine. Well, you go out and and act like you are and see what happens to you. I mean, you can. I've seen plenty of white men that do act like they think they're black. Do you think I think Star Wars, I don't want to say has brought the demise of, I mean, been brought to demise by Disney, but they did ruin a lot of it. I kind of liked The Force Awakens. I can say that the episode 8, The Last Jedi, was no good. Um, I'm not gonna say no good. It's at the bottom of my list. If you look at May the 4th video in 2024, I did do a video of the ranking, how I like the Star Wars movies from least to the best. Um, but I mean, they did a great job with Rogue One. They're doing a great job with Andor, the Obi-Wan series. Um, how do I've never one. I only faced the discrimination and the hate here, not so much out in the real world. Yeah, and the thing is, though, I don't know if the whole Disney thing was just about the money. It was, but eventually, it's the first episode of Star Wars. Which one are you talking about? Are you talking A New Hope, or are you talking about uh, the very first one, The Phantom Menace? Hi, Scrapper. Welcome to the stream. Hey, Silver Serpent. Haven't seen you here in a while. Just so you know, we are now monetized here on YouTube. So super chats, super stickers are welcome here now. And as usual, they will go to Transgender Resource Center of New Mexico. Yeah, so we give 5% to the rescue where I got my dog at, 5% to the Transgender Resource Center, and 10% will go to warming the homeless. Oh, well, yeah, that's like the classic. You're talking Empire Strikes Back. That's the best movie of all time. Thank you, Silver Serpent. Silver Serpent says, I love you. We haven't seen her in a while here. Thank you for the $5 super chat. We are now at the $16.95. So that's close to 20 bucks. That means about 4 will be set aside once it goes in the account to charity. Of course, we have already hit for the month of May. We're close to 250. So good, Silver Serpent. I'm glad you're feeling, get better. I got to leave you a little heart here. Well, and the thing is, do you know the Star Wars series is not really about Luke? It's more about Darth Vader and his redemption. It is about how he falls to the dark side and comes back around. And it shows just how someone can create. It's basically, if you really put it all together, all the chapters, you can make it into a. Thank you, Yadira. You're doing a great job there. Thank you, Lucky. Welcome to the stream. Thank you very much, Lucky. Well, Tony, yeah, but it, we don't learn about that till it's weird because yeah, he did add that in there, but if you look at it, it's kind of, and I hate to bring this into, yeah, I have Yadira in here, Silver Serpent, and it she's one of my newer mods, but does a fantastic job. Um, but if you really look at Star Wars, it's a lot. Jason P, welcome to the stream. It's actually really like almost like a book of scripture, and shows a lot of things that people will not admit to are in the Bible. You know, so hello everyone, and welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. As always, you are a treasure here. Okay, we'll see you in a little bit, Yadira. Yeah, yeah, and that actually that he did a very good job on that. Thank you, Britt Taylor. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, it can be compared, and I mean if you and I hate to start bringing this because I know a lot of Bible people are going to start jumping in here, and but really when you start looking at it, Lucas made up his own book of scripture and sold it, and that's how you can look at the Bible and see that it can be made up just as much. Yes, it was. And it was actually it's considered an anti-technological movie for how advanced it was. He if you see that the people that had the less technology always won and were good people. I think if one really wants to expand on it, one should watch the TV show Andor with Diego Luna, which is kind of leading up to Rogue One. It really shows how the good guys, the rebels, are portrayed as the bad guys. And okay, so just go watch Andor, and maybe we can discuss it on one of these streams. Yeah, yeah, definitely martial arts and stuff like that. Ahsoka's a good series too, and I've liked the Obi-Wan series. I have to say that Ewan McGregor does such a great portrayal of Sir Alec Guinness when it came into episode 3 of Revenge of the Sith, um, that I thought I was looking at a young Alec Guinness, especially um, um, in 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 the accent and his face and everything. Hello, Jake Snow. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Helena. Welcome to the stream. Please do hit a like and subscribe. Helena, I'm gonna try on Saturday to do a get ready with me with only members. So people that are paying memberships will be able to see it. I will probably be doing it, I'm gonna say, at 6 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. So we can go live around 7. Okay, so why don't you make us some toast for all of us? We'd like a French toast. Um, oh wow, I'm sorry, Silver Serpent. I that happened to me recently. Yeah, I had that with me, and you have to reprogram it with everything and all your accounts. And I luckily Capital One makes it easy. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit a like and subscribe. Look at that. We've hit 6,500 views in our first hour and 4 minutes. We are at 45 likes. Let's try to make it to our 50 likes. As far as subscribers, we're at now 1,679. So hopefully we can make it to say 1,700 by the end of the weekend, if not more. Oh, I'm sorry, Ashley. At least you can type here and you don't have to talk. Guys, some of the things I'm working on in the next few weeks, I'd like to have. Thank you, Jake Snow. It is an LA Colors lipstick. It is called Vintage. I have to go buy. Mine's starting to get thin, so I'm gonna have to go buy some new one. I should have gotten some from the store last night. Um, I pretty soon I'm gonna start doing some. I think I'm gonna do some live streams. Well, I'm gonna do one. We're gonna be face to face and in person. I'm gonna have Avita here, who's one of my mods. She will be traveling through Albuquerque, and we're gonna meet up, and we will be doing the stream together. And then I do want to do another stream with Deja. She's been talking about that, so we'll do that. I think we always, like, I had a great first stream with Deja when I did a live stream with her. She does great abstract makeup. That's true, Tony. But you know, that's what happens. The thing is, there'll always be, you know, people that leak things. Especially with Disney, they always do things that, you know, will get someone upset, so they'll leak things out. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do leave a like, subscribe, and jump into the chat box with us. If you would like to leave a super chat, that would be appreciated. 20% of what is given does go to charity. Too much. Ashley, want me to put a song for you to sing along to? There. Yes. Too much testosterone for you? Oh, awesome, Silver. We'll have to coordinate that. You have my email, right? So just put it in there and we can see when we can do it. Oh, I'm ready for Pride. We can do like one big Pride. If I can fix something's up with my computer. I'm trying to get it to work where we could do a like a Pride live stream with between a bunch of us. I could do it like on StreamYard, and it could be many of us. I think with StreamYard, I think you can get up to what 9 or 10 people on one screen. I think that would be fun to do like a. I think that would be a cool stream to have multiple people sharing their views, whether being a part of the LGBTQ plus community. Hello, Kristen. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Remember, you are a treasure here. Please do hit a like, subscribe to the channel. Yeah, panel discussions are fun. I've done some with, on some ex-Mormon. Being an ex-Mo, I've done on some ex-Mo channels. I am actually trying to get myself onto. I'm trying to get myself onto Mormon Stories one of these days, um, with John DeLynn, which has got a huge following. Hopefully, it could just like help our channel grow. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream. Please do hit a like and subscribe to the channel. If you do drop a super sticker or super chat, do know that 20% does get split amongst 3 charities. 10% goes to warming the homeless. Basically, I will give them stuff to get themselves warm during the winter time here in Albuquerque. I would love to get on to consciousness. Yes, she does. She's an ex-Mo also. Yeah, I would love to be on there with Shalise. Um, and 5% goes to where I rescued my dog from, and another 5% to the Transgender Resource Center of New Mexico. Um, they actually help supply lots of food and stuff. To some of the homeless trans here. Yes, I follow Amanda and Shay. Mm-hmm. They pop up on my shorts all the time. Yeah, so my goal would be to like get like on multiple of the, with I've been on one channel that a friend of mine started. It's called Hellfire Agency is what it used to be called. Now it's called the Church of Horror. He started a church, mainly a lot of ex-Mos, and then but it's kind of a way to start branching off and meeting a lot of people in that community. I've met people from what's called Latter-day Digest, uh, and hopefully maybe can either get me on Cults of Consciousness. I already sent a form uh, to Mormon Stories, hopefully trying to get on there, but they sent something back that they had lots of people right now, but maybe for Pride Month could be a chance, because they wanted to do like a trans panel, so I think that would be fantastic to be on. I do want to say thank you to everyone that has donated tonight and that has donated in the past. We are now up to about, if we take out, let's say we're about at almost $440 total since we started doing super chats. So that means like, what, $88 will go to purchasing stuff for the homeless, and 44 to the, wait, I'm kind of getting, no, 44 towards the homeless, 22 towards the rescue, and 22 towards the Transgender Resource Center. And what I will do is if you guys want, I will post copies of the receipts on my YouTube channel as we start getting paid. As it starts coming in, so you guys know I'm transparent on what we give out to the charities. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream. Yeah, we can always do, like, if we wanted to, we could do like do a StreamYard one. Now, StreamYard's been doing something weird on my computer where, like, I'll tap into the computer. Um, Thank you, Helena. And I'll pull up this website on my computer. It looks fine. I have an account. I click to open the account, and boom, I get a white screen. So I need to, and I've asked them several times about trying to get it fixed, and they haven't been able to fix it for me. Okay, Kristen, glad to have you on here. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow night and Saturday night and Sunday in the afternoon. Hello, Layla. Welcome to the stream. You need to see more what, Justin? Well, Justin, you can go through my channel, watch my videos, watch different streams. Um, there's plenty to see there. I have one whole series about my transition, slowly, how it's been going from day one. Um, what do you mean, am I eating? I finished eating a while ago. Had some, actually had some buffalo wings tonight. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. It's vintage. It's called. It's by LA Colors. And no matter if you ask me 100 times, I will always ask, because I'll buy silver, feel better. Yeah, I don't mind giving, you know, what kind of makeup I use. Like, I know I've said it before, I use Maybelline foundation. Um, One thing I will suggest that you do is go on the Maybelline website, and they have a function on the website, and you face the phone towards you, and then you turn at 360 degrees, and and then it gives you what shade, like three shades of foundation you can use. So I use the 120 matte finish, which actually has sunblock in it too. Um, and then my eye color, I have lots of different palettes of different, um, and then eyeliner, I just buy black liquid eyeliner that to do the wings, and I freehand them. I hope they didn't get smudged with my glasses on. So I freehand those. Um, I've gotten a lot better. Before, I used to actually use little, like, sticker patterns that you could put on. Um, and then um, the eyeshadow, it just took a while to just make sure you get the right amount. You always got to remember with makeup, it's always, to me, I've learned less is more. If you go way back into the beginning of my channel, I would like overdo it, and I think it gave me more. I mean, not that there's anything bad about it. Um, uh, I've thought about contact lenses, but I've never really messed with them, and yeah, it does take practice, Elena. It does, and there's so many ways you can do it that it you know it takes even more practice. Because tonight I slanted them up a little more than as other nights, and the other nights I'll curve them a little more. Um, yeah, I always like keeping a Q-tip around because you can take off a tiny bit with a Q-tip. Who doesn't, all of you guys are pretty new to my channel, and you guys are great to have on here. You've really helped the channel grow. Yadira and Jason have done fantastic jobs as being moderators. Um, so I really, really appreciate all of you. And one thing, yeah. Also, what I haven't posted on here today, I did put it on the description to the stream, but as always, I will place the merch store here. There are many things in the merch store. I have t-shirts, blankets, um, hoodies, coffee. It can be in either form of coffee beans or already ground coffee. So I've got, actually, is Thomas, I think, no, he's not laying on one of the blankets. He's got one of the first blankets. I think it is the first blanket ever made. It is the Gem X blanket. And then, hold on, I just need to check. I got a text message here. Yeah, Thomas is back there sleeping as always. He's got like I love that dog. He's got the perfect circadian rhythm. Circadian rhythm is what your body kind of, its clock and how it works. He's used to getting up at a certain time. Yeah, air conditioner / heater, depending on how it is. Have you ever seen him, Elena? He's right back there. Yeah, he's back here. He's a Dalmatian mix. I've had him for about 2.5 months now. Now, the reason he doesn't wake up right now that we talk a lot is he's deaf. So right now to wake him up, I'd have to go pat him gently, and he would wake up. The good thing is about that is you get a dog that doesn't get scared when there's loud noises around, won't howl at sirens, stuff like that. Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do drop a like and subscribe to the channel. Uh, we are having a great stream tonight. We are at, I think we're at close to number 6 on my top 10. Welcome Muhammad, welcome to the stream. I know Spanish. I did take French in high school. I used to could speak it for. I spoke it really well for a while. Welcome, Bob. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. What made me want to do YouTube streaming? Well, I saw. I saw a lot of. As I was starting to find myself as a trans woman or show more signs right now as an adult, I started watching YouTube streamers and showing their journey. And I'm gonna tell you that it's been fantastic to do the streaming for several reasons. It's made me more confident. Um, it's made me more informed, and then I can turn around and pass that information off to other people. I'm a nurse, and nursing is not just being a person that listens to what the doctor says and goes and does it to the patient, but a nurse is someone that also educates patients, and therefore I like to take the knowledge that I have and that I've learned from other trans YouTubers or even in my daily life as a nurse and be able to educate people on how to transition as best as possible. Because there are people that'll just go get their medications from someone else, and I'd like to make sure that people do it correctly so that they don't get these bad side effects. I've seen medications that they tell you, hey, Susan G, welcome. I've seen people have bad side effects from borrowing medications from others. I could tell you one story, and I know you would not do it, with any medication because you don't know what someone is going to give you. So it's very important that people are educated. On top of that, and thank you, Bob. Then the other thing that is, I wanted to become an advocate. As a nurse, you're always an advocate for your patients. And, you know, uh, becoming, as I came out trans, I felt that the trans community needs more advocates. So, you kind of add two and two together, you get someone that's in the medical field, as a nurse. You already know to be an advocate for your patients. Why not come around and be an advocate for your community? So that's why I said, if my channel or any of my merch gets purchased, the money's not just for me, it is for the charities I've put assigned to it. 20% is to the charities. 10% is mainly to buy stuff to give straight to the homeless myself. I will go out. There's actually 2 videos where I drive around and hand out stuff to the homeless. While there's, I was in sketchy areas of town, but you know what? I still go do it again. And this was in the middle of winter. So 10% goes to buying the stuff. I was just doing beanies and gloves this year. Yes, it can be expensive to transition. Uh, if you have good insurance, it will cover some of it. For example, I work for the federal government and I have Blue Cross Blue Shield. I will say if you ever have, if you work somewhere and you have a chance at getting Blue Cross Blue Shield as your insurance and you are trans, do get the Blue Cross Blue Shield. They are very trans friendly. I have a friend who is a fellow trans YouTuber, and she works for them, and she says they are very trans friendly. Uh, she's a very popular trans YouTuber. Her name's Mama Shar, and um, they cover my HRT and my doctor's visits, and they I only have to pay like, I think for my 90 days of estrogen I pay like, I don't even pay, I think I pay like about $20. So, and then my spironolactone, I think that's 22.50. And so it's about $45 every 3 months. You know, my doctor's visits are like $30. Um, I go to a special clinic that is geared for the LGBTQIA plus community. So they offer you more than just, uh, hormone replacement therapy. Um, if you wish so. Um, okay, so when do you stop taking the stuff the doctor gives you? Now, if you're transitioning male to female, uh, your testosterone tends to be uh, low or raised by the prostate. So when your prostate gets removed, it stops releasing as much testosterone, but you will still need to take estrogen. It has to continue. It is, and there's many forms of way to take it. I take 2 milligrams in the morning as a pill. You can have it dissolve under your tongue. It gets absorbed very well that way. I take 2 milligrams at night. In the morning, I take spironolactone. Hello, Jesse. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit a like and subscribe. And spironolactone is a testosterone blocker. And I take 50 milligrams in the morning orally. And I take progesterone at night. And I think that's 100 milligram like capsule, and that just helps with overall breast growth. It kind of gives it a better shape, especially in the areola area, which I have seen a difference. The nurse practitioner told me that, suggested it, and I like it. We're only one. Actually, why don't we go for the 51 likes? We like 51. So we need 2 more likes to hit 51. Okay, so it just hasn't changed over on my end. I see 49. So hello everyone, welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit a like and subscribe to the channel. If you feel like you would like to do so, you can hit a super sticker, a super chat. Super chats are read on the website, but also 20% of them do go to charity. So we have been doing fantastic since monetization, but like I said, 20% will go. I'd just like to reinforce that. So, and then the other 80% will only go to making the channel better. I think my first goal will be able to make a better system. One, to add a second monitor to my setup here. I do need to get one of those like network So it'll attach to my little CPU to be able to attach more monitors. Not yet. I have taken a picture with one of the people I used to watch when I started watching YouTube. I'm actually friends with her. She lives right down the street. When I started watching her, I lived in Florida. Then I moved. It just happened to be that I'm moving to Albuquerque, and she lived here in Albuquerque. So it was cool to finally meet. Um, but I'd like to make, I'm trying to find, try to make a network of trans uh, people so we can be, make a network where we can all advocate for ourselves, especially in the environment that we've been facing lately. I would love to do a video with not just trans people, but all LGBTQIA plus. It would be awesome for during the, Pride Month, or we could probably, start probably do one of our own here. I've got to know at least what I'd love to see more. I know I've gotten at least had I can track my purchases that have been made on my Printify store. And I know one of my mods did buy a mouse pad. She sent me a picture of it too. Um, and I got the blanket that's been sold on there was mine. So I still had to pay for it, although they gave me a cheaper price because it was a sample, which to me, sample usually means free. Same with one of my t-shirts was a sample. Um, then I ordered a second t-shirt, the Gem X t-shirt. Someone's walking around behind me. Um, but I've gotten high quality items from Printify. So I've been happy with everything that I've seen. And a friend of mine bought a coffee cup, and he said um, it was very nice. He showed it on one of his videos. So also any money I get from merch, I also do the same as far as donating. Fish sticks, not necessary. Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit a like and subscribe. We're only 13 subscribers away from 1,700. You saw him walking around. He came down, sat by the window. He likes to look out the window. Even if people are out there, sometimes he won't bark at them. And many of my neighbors have told me that. He's pretty friendly with people. When he's outside, when I take him out to go potty, it seems like he'll bark at people, but I think he's trying to hear himself or hear someone more than anything. So when he barks, he can feel the vibrations of his vocal cords. So I think he likes that because it's almost like hearing something. So he's a good dog. So yeah, like I was stating earlier, there might be a move to California coming up. I applied for 3 jobs in San Diego. Many of you know I went to I traveled to San Diego about 2 weeks ago. to visit family. I kind of had that thing like, oh, I'd love to be back in San Diego. And sure enough, I came home and a friend of mine sends me a thing saying, uh, there are jobs in San Diego, and I applied. I have, so sure enough, uh, I I applied and I have an interview tomorrow. Um, I was just reading on my Google AdSense. Ah, they're wanting to know how to send my payment. Thank you, Jason. Uh, One thing I'm going to try to do when I move to San Diego, though, I know I'll be living, when I start there, I'm going to move in. My mom needs some assistance with certain things, so I'm going to be there. But what I'm going to try to do is find a small office space and make a studio there. So that's a lot of the things what I'm going to do um, before getting there is try to coordinate everything, like buy green screens, lighting, and everything, so we can make a nice studio where we can have, you know, a nice, um, you know, place to basically create videos. Yeah, so I wanna, make a, like I said, I'm gonna get a small office. Actually, I wouldn't mind getting a small office with maybe a little warehouse in the back. So the little warehouse could be almost like an area to be able to work on the Gem X. So I could pull a Gem X in there and we could do Gem X videos. Get some nice tripods and stuff set up, and so we could do that too. I think I don't know if you've ever watched a young lady. Her name is Sarah Entombed. She does great mechanic videos. So I would like to do something um, like her channel. The thing is, like, probably won't be driving as much in San Diego. The VA told me that they will hand me free tickets on the trolley from where I'll be living to uh, to work, because they want to minimize the amount of people, driving to the VA. Yeah. So yeah, when it's going to take a little bit of time, maybe 3 to 6 months. I predict more closer on the 6 month mark to be out there in San Diego, probably around September. Key is the selection process to the VA. The big thing is that I do belong to the same VISN, which is kind of like chapter to the VA. The thing is having the right amount of days off for the move. So what I have to do is think about what, when it would work for me. So actually what I want to do for the move is I want to fly out to Florida, rent a truck, get some of my items from Florida that I have stored in storage there, get rid of that storage unit, which is a pod, and then drive cross country back here to Albuquerque, grab the items that I have ready here, and then drive to turn in my key, and then drive to Cali. So make a nice long cross country trip, which would make a good YouTube video for you guys, or multiple videos. Oh, thank you, Hank. Welcome to the stream. If you'd like to, please hit a like and subscribe to the channel. Please also, if you feel like you'd like to give a super chat, you can. That would go towards charity. In fact, first payout has come out. We got $139. They want me to add my bank account on here, but I will do that after the stream. I'm probably going to do moving vlogs. I think that'll be fun. Hello, everyone, and welcome. I think we're just going to go up to the top of the second hour. It seems like it's tapered down, but we've done fantastic. I do want to thank everyone for coming on tonight. Had a great stream. It is 11 o'clock here, and I do have my interview tomorrow in I'd say about 12 hours. But we've had a great stream. I know we always get our haters, but I think we're starting to get that stream going to the right direction where we're getting a lot of positive feedback. I think we're starting to get I've always had a good group of regulars, but I think that group of regulars is starting to increase within the past few weeks, and I really appreciate all of you. I've gotten some more great mods. I have some other great mods that I started with. Yadira, you met Lena. She does a fantastic job too. I just can't say any more about my mods because they're fantastic. I do want to, one day, hopefully enough comes from, super chats that I will try to send merch to my mods. I think that would be another good thing to spend some of the money on. I would purchase the merch for them. So we'll see how that goes. So I do want to say thank you for joining me here. Yeah, we're at 1 hour and 48 minutes. I do want to say thank you for joining me here. We've had a great stream. Yadira, Jason, thank you so much. Helena, thank you for joining me here. I think it was Susan and Ashley also, and everyone that has joined in that are regulars. Remember, tomorrow night I will be back, and let's see, I will probably be here I'm gonna go for 8 o'clock Mountain Daylight Time. So that's the goal. I don't really have any plans for tomorrow night to go anywhere. So I'll just hang out here and do to you, Ashley. Ashley, would you want to join us on a live stream, maybe in Pride Month? We could many of us stream together. That's true, Yadira. They definitely get the pheromone level going. Me, I'm s- I'm still into women, so um, okay. So we're gonna start closing out here. I do want to thank everybody once again. I do want to say, please, when transitioning, please use hormones carefully. They can, you know, they can be harmful if not used properly uh, with your HRT. Also, like I've stated to several people on here, please do go to therapy ahead of time, like I did. Um, and it's very important. Also, if you are in a crisis, please do call the crisis line. Feeling down, depressed, or hopeless, sad, confused, or angry, do call the 988 line. You know, any thoughts of hurting yourself, someone else, uh, and if you are a veteran, do dial 1 after you hit 988. It will get you with someone it specializes in vets. Any history of uh, drug or alcohol abuse. And also, um, if you are worried about yourself or someone else, it's an important line. I believe in the UK it is 112. Uh, Thank you for joining me here. My name is Jules. All of you are my treasures. Thank you. We had a great night, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye.